Fear of failure is good. Fear of failure will keep you up at night, planning and rehearsing.
It's going to require for you to anchor some emotion to get angry about where you're currently at, that you should be further than, and remember that shit every single day for the rest of your life. You do that, you become the most dangerous person on planet Earth.
What's going on, guys? RicoCapital back again for another weekly recap. So we're wrapping up the last week of November, Thanksgiving week. So it was a shorter week. And as you can see, we're going to go over SPY and Q, what the market did, and then how we navigated and made our money this week. So as you can see here on QQQ, just the past 4 days this week, it was just complete range. We gapped up, came back down, up again, down, up, and we're kind of just slowly breaking it here on Friday, Good Friday, Black Friday here. So,
what? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
So looking at SPY though, SPY did the same thing, except today we broke out the weekly high. So not bad, making new all-time highs. So that's always good right there. So let's go over kind of how we navigated through this. We knew that we had, Fed meeting. We had some news this week. I knew Monday, every time we gap up on a Monday with news and kind of maybe other things going on, we're probably not going to go much higher, just kind of in range. Perfect recipe here to play the gap fill down. So let me get on the 15 for you guys real quick. So it looks a lot cleaner. So we gapped up. We saw that Q opened up and we pushed down essentially at open, but then pushed right back to our 511, 510 supply. From there, rejected and came all the way down where we filled the gap in between here. For Monday, pretty easy for us. We slammed 2 sets of QQQ puts. I made a separate video on that if you want to check that out, kind of breaking down that trade. And beautiful work as we kind of just kept knifing down there. Held at the 505, kind of bounced there, and kind of went into the next day just like that. So that was very easy for us. We kind of kept that, kind of simple right there. And so we wanted to not only keep it simple, but really take each day by day, because we knew the closer we get to GDP news, Fed meeting Wednesday and all that stuff, it was going to be a little bit more rigorous or tough, to even navigate. So as you can see, even QQQ, we closed down here, we gapped back up. So this small little gap still lingered as we kind of went into Tuesday, and look how just chopped. We slammed some puts up here, made a little gain, tried to short more as it kind of went down in here. Not that big of a gain, not much could really do.
Just to say, put yourself in situations where you're not comfortable.
Oh yeah, that's my favorite saying. That's my favorite saying.
Not much could really do. And so at the same time though, we did see SPY kind of not only gap up, kind of hold that 508 and then grind through 600, 599, closing all-time highs up here, creating a new level. Well, the strategy for there would be to swing calls into new all-time highs. But the thing was that stopped me was not only were we going into Wednesday GDP news, Fed meeting, we still had this gap lingering for SPY. And so did Q. And so that was kind of, on the back of my mind. I didn't want to have a bias going into the next day. So we went into Wednesday, no bias, no nothing. And so that was a good day for us because I saw that Q did open up under 508 level right here. And I knew that under right about 507.35, like this line right here, I knew under that right there would be good to take the short to eat the rest of this gap and probably back down to 503, 502 demand right there where buyers stepped in, of course, and bounced. And that's exactly what happened. But before we did that, actually, we shorted NVIDIA same time. So we saw right at open. I told the team NVIDIA 134 puts, made a video on this as well. Right at open, if we open up above 135, which looks like we did, we got that knife straight to 133 and then 132, 131. We slammed those puts for 100% gain. At the same time, we turned around, slammed QQQ puts as well. Beautiful move. Honestly, good execution on our side. And this is where we slammed 2 sets of QQ puts as well. One day expiration. And so actually it was end of week expiration, I'm sorry, but it's technically 1 day expiration since Thanksgiving was Thursday. Rode them all the way down, beautiful, and we knew buyers are here. Told the members to be careful with puts down here. Buyers could step in, and that's exactly what they did, kind of pushed it. And so that kind of leads us into Friday. So today, Thursday, Thanksgiving, market was closed. We gapped up, and I was like, I love that. I love that we gapped up, but by morning when I checked, we actually ate the gap that back down. So usually that's very bullish to me. If they try and close that pre-market, I know bulls are going to try and want to run this up. So we held the 505, 506 on QQQ here. Same time, SPY did hold the 600, 599. It gapped up above. And so we see that it held and just kind of melted up today. We played some SPY calls here at the end over here for a swing into next week as well. So we got a trim on those and swinging some runners into there. And also we played NVIDIA as well. Played some NVIDIA calls. We gapped up here. They tried closing most of the gap after that, held 136 level. We pushed back up and I knew it was time to go. We slammed some NVIDIA 138 calls in the money as we slammed them in the money and got that nice push up. So really good 50% gain, 60% gain, and just kind of let that fly. Like I said, then we got an IWM 20% win right here where we shorted, slapped the supply right here and we shorted into a gap right here where it ate the rest of the gap. Kind of stayed low, came back up, and now it's kind of still down there. Beautiful work right there. Super easy kind of play right there. Just a quick little 20%, and then we banked off of NVIDIA, and then of course letting SPY cook right there. It's still up as market is closed right now. Q and SPY off to a really good start going into December next week. We should see some really good movement going in. We have all eyes on Apple, Amazon, a couple other names that are ready to break out really big for the next leg up. Tesla as well, looking like it finally bottomed here and looking like it wants to push back up. So we have a couple good names ready to go. QQ as well. We're keeping an eye on that. No gaps below for QQ. Sure on SPY, but looking like we're still moving along nicely. So absolutely short week for us, but good week still, really good week. And with that being said, I want to kind of highlight some member gains as well. 28 ounce for almost 5%. Yeah, 5% on his port on that Monday. Beautiful. Same thing for Jock. Nathan, beautiful on the green side. Beautiful. Nate killing it, 25%. I'm showing some gains right there. IWM puts on M Jabber. Quick 700 for him. That boy Jock, 7%. ET killing it that day. Burks up nice little on some meta calls. Brian told me no fear on the 600 call. Shitty entry, but held through the whole way. He killed it that day. History. Tell me where else you could make this kind of returns. RicoCap is the GOAT. 115% on the past week. He's been killing it. I'm showing a little bit more gains right there. Burks up, beautiful right there. Jabber, 200%, 6% on the day. Loving it. Anthony with an absolute banger move. And I want to kind of highlight that as well. This was back on QQQ on Wednesday. We were expecting that gap fill and we just couldn't get it. We pushed back up kind of near close, and it was worrying me some about SPY because SPY was kind of making new all-time highs, but Q wasn't, and I did not believe SPY was going to hold. And so exactly we see the next day right here just sell right off, and he held those puts like a true trader and banked on them. I'm sure he added more positions too. Absolutely killed it. 100% on his 107, 108% on his portfolio. Killed it. Boy Jock 7% of course. Blue Dew killing it. Brian showing more gains. M Jabber beautiful right there on IWM. Blue Dew back again. I'm showing some gains. Anthony 8% again, killing it. So absolutely slower week for a lot. Market was pretty slow, family time, vacation, a lot of people kind of taking some time off from the market. All good. Market really not going anywhere. We made do with what we could do, and we're fighting on. December is going to be a great month for us. I already know it. And then we're going to lock in hard. 2025, January starts, and we're going to run it up absolutely. So don't miss out being a part of the team, guys. Come win with us. Get a part of the Discord, right? Sign up, wap.com/RicoCapital. get you access to the Discord, get you access to member stuff, and get you access to the private Twitter where you get my live trades and market updates. Everything else is here, right? High conviction setups, charts telling you exactly what to do. You got the zones right here, nightly plans every night telling us what to do, right? Last night's plans, SPY above 600, 603 call, and as you can see, SPY opened up above 600, knifed into it, got above 600 again, and ran to 603. So those calls went in the money. Beautiful work right there. QQQ above 506.41. Calls can work, and of course we got above 506.41, ran to 509, 510. We knew these targets would work. Beautiful work, absolutely right there. So come get a part of the team, guys. wap.com/RicoCapital. If you want to get mentored by me, you can work one-on-one with me. I can show you how I do things and things like that. If not, I have a bunch of free videos on YouTube. Go check it out. So that's our weekly update. We're ending November with a bang, and we're ready to start December. So get a part of the team. If not, like, comment, subscribe, share it to someone that needs to see it. If not, I will see you on the next recap.
I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, I'd like to take this chance to apologize to absolutely nobody. The double champ doesn't